To start this lesson, I want us to do an exercise. I need you to grab a piece of paper, it doesn't need to be something very big, and also a pen. And the exercise goes like this. I want you to imagine right now a pink elephant. Imagine a pink elephant in your mind with lots of details. Then I will ask you to close your eyes for 1 minute. And the point of the exercise is to do not think about the pink elephant. Try very hard, the most hard you can, to do not think about the pink elephant. Every time you think, I want you to make a mark on the paper. So I will start in 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes right now. So you can open your eyes now and look at your paper. How many marks do you did? And I will share my experience doing this course live, and my experience goes like this. People always get very surprised with the number of the marks they wrote on the paper. Once there's a guy that make 32 marks. This is kind of record. This is like the obsessional trophy. And what surprised people the most? What surprised most people is that you probably never thought on a pink elephant in your whole life. Until today, you never thought on a pink elephant. But now, just because I asked for you to do not think about it, you thought a lot. You couldn't stop thinking about the goddamn pink elephant on this minute. So there is this strategy to deal with our own thoughts that is called thought suppression. Thought suppression is when we try to suppress our thoughts or to do not think about something. But in psychology, people did a lot of research about subject, and we have a great body of scientific research that shows that thought suppression is counterproductive. Every time you try to do not think about something, you keep ending thinking much more, maybe twice or more. And why? Why thought suppression doesn't work? It doesn't work because when we do not try to think about something, this is thinking. For example, in this experiment, I could say to myself, I will not think about the, pink elephant. I thought on the pink elephant. When we do not try to think about something, this is thinking. And this is the reason why we are very catastrophic on our day-to-day life. The kind of thoughts that we don't want to think is the thoughts that we will end up thinking. Let me say you are going to do a test and all you don't want to think is that you are going to have a blank. But on your way to do the test, this thought of having a blank keeps popping up in your mind. And this discussion opens to us the idea, can we control our thoughts? This body of scientific research on thought suppression says no, we can't control our thoughts. The more we try to control them, the more they pops up in our heads. And this understanding makes us not responsible for the content of our thoughts. If we can't control our thoughts, we also can't control the content of them. Once when I did this course live, a participant girl said to me, "Oh, I feel very guilty because I always have this thought of my father dying. What can I do?" And later after I explained this concept to her, she felt much more at ease because she perceived that she can't control her thoughts, including a thought of her father dying, and she's not responsible for the content of these crazy aleatory thoughts that pops up in her head. Usually, these thoughts that we want to suppress are the ones that make us the highest intense aversive emotions. The kind of thoughts that we really want to suppress are the thoughts that make us the emotions that we really don't want to feel. I want to give an example. Let me say, when I met my brother, every time a thought pops in my head that goes like this: I'll never be as successful as my brother. I'll never be like him. And this causes me a bad emotion. I can try to suppress these thoughts, but this is very ineffective, as we have talked. So what can we do? Here I want to teach you another advice. Maybe you need to make friends with your thoughts instead of trying to suppress them. You could just observe them and learn about them, and in the end you will perceive that your worst thoughts and worst catastrophic thinking are just as banal as a pink elephant.